Back to the stream 2.0. I am not sure what is going on tonight, but we're back for last stream of 2018. So I don't know. I'll send my microphone in for repairs and we'll see what happens in between now and then. But yeah, sorry about that. I'm not sure what's going on. The mic, I literally have not touched nothing. My hands have been waving around. And so I don't know what seems to be the problem. But Base Cornbread, you're back in the house. You're saying the ghost did it. I tell you what, that brother or sister better pay some rent come the first. That's all I know. So yeah, that sucks. I'm not sure what caused it. Kept the microphone system up. So either it's the cord or it's the bottom of the microphone. So I've sent this in before for warranty to get this on and off switch repaired, and it worked out fine. So I'll probably have to send it in to get this USB tightened up some, and then replace the cord and make sure that's all good. But I usually don't have those kind of problems. That's odd. So I think it's got to be the bottom of... Anyway, whatever. We'll get it sorted out. And if it's the ghost doing it, we'll collect some money, okay? How about that? Any money that we collect from the ghost, all donations will go to the Entree Fam nonprofit organization that gives away cameras here on the YouTube channel. So I'm waiting for the day that I can do that. I'm really excited about that. So hopefully everybody makes it over from the last stream. It didn't even let me get access to the chat. So I don't know. Let me see if I can hook that up. But Base Cornbread, you can let me know, because I don't know. I won't even have access to the chat. But we'll see. We shall see. So far as I can tell, everything looks good on this new one. End of the year. What can you do? What can you do? At least I have about a week to get it sorted out before then. And I don't know. So if you return to the chat, or if you're watching the replay, this is 2.0 for the last stream of the year. But we kind of already had hit about that year mark, but I just didn't want to, leave it there. You said people have not come over yet. Yeah, I'm going to give everybody a little bit of time to, make sure that they can get over. But unfortunately, trials and tribulations of going live. I was testing out some other stuff earlier with doing some guests over, on the channel and stuff like that. Had some issues with that as well. So I honestly have no idea. But I guess the first guest onto the Entree Woman TV has been the ghost of 2018. That just has to be on the Friday Live. Going from the laptop microphone to this one. But I don't know. I'll probably just send this one in. Like I said, if it's still under warranty, I think it is, then I will get this one sent in and figure something out between now and then. But it happens. Base Cornbread, I'm curious, since you're here, have you gone live on your channel yet? Because I know you have an active YouTube channel. You do some vlogging and stuff like that. Like I said, I checked out your channel. Very funny stuff. I watched the intro video where you're going through and you're rapping, and then you're singing, allegedly. Singing and all of that. So let me know, have you gone live on your channel yet, and what that's been like for you. I always like seeing what other people's setup is and kind of what they're using. It always looks really cool. So, saying thank you. Hey, man, we all have to support one another. And it's always great to see what other creators are doing, too, because it's something that can inspire you. Simply Sherry, who I tagged in my YouTube Rewind Challenge. She's somebody that I was talking to in a group, and she was getting ready to do the Vlogmas Challenge. She's like, who else is doing it? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not really feeling vlogging right now, but I did it anyway and was able to just get a lot of experiences down in a short amount of time. So yeah, said Base Cornbread said, yes, I've gone live but I'm more going live on Twitch. Oh, okay. But once I save up and get the M50, I'll be using that. I usually do freestyle rap. Oh, okay. So with Twitch, like I see a lot of people that, depending on where they are creatively, they choose Twitch or YouTube. I've seen Twitch be really great for like animators or people that draw or something like that, and then they're just kind of they're even like making money better. So you can probably explain like the bits, or is it bits? Yeah, I think it's bits on Twitch or whatever. But a lot of stuff I'm seeing that YouTube is adopting, from Twitch, like the super chats, like a lot of the live streaming integrations that they're testing out on some of the larger channels and all of that. I'm seeing them bring over a lot of stuff, memberships and all kinds of stuff. So Twitch obviously is that deal. But so I'm guessing rap is something that you do and you take seriously. So that's pretty cool. And you said a couple of days a week on Twitch. Wow. So that's cool. So I guess, I don't know, every platform has its unique characteristics about it. So depending on what you're into, when I just set up my account on Twitch. I don't do anything there. I tried to catch some creators sometimes on there just to kind of see what they're doing and stuff like that, but it's not anything I can see myself streaming doing unless I did. One thing that I have seen that I really have been intrigued about is the IRL or in real life vlogging. So like literally if I'm in the office doing something, let's say I'm getting ready to redesign the office, which I'm not, but if I'm going to do that, or I'm trying to set something up, like the in real life vlogging, it'll be like, I've been on ones like 3 hours long, and I'm literally like so engrossed in the whole thing for like the whole 3 hours. Or if I got a Saturday to burn, I'm cleaning up, I'll put the TV on the IRL vlog and just watch people do stuff. And I have no idea why that's super fascinating to me, but it's like, that's something I would want to try. But it's like a 3 hour long live stream. I definitely would have to have the adapter for that. And then it'd have to be something set up in the corner, even if I did use the M50 or whatever, to just do something. Or, it's like I've seen those mobile live streaming setups for live streaming pros. And I've been on some of theirs, and it's just like super fascinating. I love that. So it's pretty cool. And you said YouTube is adopting or adapting and adding new things. Some people focus on one thing, but I felt I needed to do both. That's cool. So the rapping and like the music stuff, especially when you are a creator, a creative personality, or creative person in general, then you're just used to not limiting yourself. So it's nice to be able to have all of those platforms. So I guess if I did do like drawing or something more that way, nobody wants to watch me on Twitch read a book. So, that's the best that I could give them over there right now. I can't draw a straight line straight, and I can't draw a stick figure and just straight up and down sticks. So, that's where I am with the drawing and sketching abilities. But as far as Twitch is concerned, I'd like it from the viewer perspective, but especially like when they get like they build out their whole live streaming setup, and they just like, so one of the chicks, her name is Beth B. Rad, incredible animator. Like, I love her stuff so much. She doesn't do a lot on YouTube anymore, but she is like super active on Twitch. So they do this kind of like read over for video game, Fresh Plays is what it's called. So she'll do that, and then she'll do her animation things where she may not be talking, but she's just drawing. It's like watching Bob Ross. You don't really care about anything, what he's talking about or how he's able to get the slope, to have the snow slanted on the mountain peak, and you don't care about none of that stuff. It's just relaxing as heck. So you just kind of watch it. And so Denny, good to see you. Denny B. Rise said it's tough coming up with legit content for me because of my occupation as a writer. No one wants to sit around and watch someone try to come up with ideas, and my little M10 ain't all that. I like the M10. I just saw it on sale. I was like this close to trying it out. It's a pretty cool camera. So The M10 is what they had before the M100 came out. So that was a sleeper camera not a lot of people know about. But yeah, it's a pretty cool camera though. So I guess for every, and I guess this is the same thing like with vlogging, why I never liked vlogging to begin with. And I didn't ever really want to try it, but I did it anyway just to see what happens. Now, like after so many times of doing it, it's come out right. Come out to be fairly decent, I'll say. But it's like you think you're boring or what you're doing is boring, but somebody that is like just wanting to know how to be a writer, I don't know where to start. I don't know how to take all the ideas that I have and make it into a legit something that flows and makes sense. Like, so this is my journal, and I'm trying to get all of this stuff together, like all these papers and all this stuff today. I'm sitting up typing up all of this stuff. So if I want to be a writer, this is what most people are starting with, all of this. And all they're trying to do is get into a simple book format or make all of their ideas make sense into a poem. So whether it's explaining writing structures or publishing houses, that's stuff people would want to know, because everybody want to publish a book or be a writer or be a better writer. Writing is like super, super incredible. So, give yourself a little bit more credit there, Denny, but that's pretty cool. He said, very nice. I have not heard of her yet. Yeah, Beth B. Rad. Really just fun personality. Really fun personality. She has these cockatiel birds. Loud as hell. Loud as hell. They're like, peep, peep, peep. But since she's an animator, she's incorporated that into her YouTube videos and into her Twitch streams. So like when your waiting screen, like I have, like on my waiting screen, I have the little Diana from the, whatever that's called. But it's little animated Diana. Well, she literally draws her own stuff. So she made those little birds that are after her actual real birds. She has a bird cam, so you can look at the bird cage and see what the birds are doing. So they've become like a personality on her channel and in her streams versus just this annoying sound in the background. So you can literally see the silly stuff that the birds are doing or what they're eating in the middle of her Twitch streams. And she has animated versions of them. So you'll just see one fly across this, like an animated bird fly. It's super niche and super cool. Like, I love what Twitch is doing. I just can't do it. Like, I just can't do it. But I love that stuff is there and that it's available for viewing. Now you say you got to have that bass, that bump. Indeed you do. Said Denny knows. Denny knows. Indeed he does. Indeed he does. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. But yeah. So, but I don't know. Y'all let me know. Of course, ask me anything. That's what the stream is all about. So I'm literally here for as long as y'all want me to be here. Probably a little bit longer though. But yeah. Tonight's stream has been awesome. Sorry about the cutoff from one stream to the next. And it's just happens in live streaming. It's live. There's nothing that you can do about it but keep on trucking and do what you got to do. Even better to push through when you don't want to, or you just say, oh well, or everything's not going great for me. But, you guys are here. You're enjoying yourself. I love it. I appreciate all the thumbs up, the likes, the hearts, everything that you have done this year. Hearts aren't on YouTube. That's on Facebook. But everything that you guys have done throughout the entire year. Watching any of the videos, watching any of the Vlogmas, commenting, replying here in the chat, being active here on the Friday live days that we will continue to keep going on into 2019. And yeah, man, it's just better things coming, as always. Better things coming. So, My Last Life, I hope I pronounced that right. I'm having pronunciation challenges with names today. But welcome to the community. Said, I'm looking for an editing software for Windows. Do you think Filmora is good? I think Filmora is wonderful. I did Filmora for almost 2 years before I switched to Final Cut Pro 10 earlier this year. And should you want to move to something more pro-ish like Final Cut Pro or Adobe, like it's a good segue into that. I made everything from 2017, I think maybe mid 2017 ish or whatever, up until earlier this year. And even still, sometimes I'll use Filmora. All my transitions, I learned some of everything in Filmora. I absolutely love it. And the fact that you can download an endless demo, give it a shot. They just did Filmora 9, and they have a Filmora Pro that's like Adobe and all of that. So I love it. I absolutely love Filmora. I could not recommend it more. I'm actually going to be using that as my editing basis, iMovie for Mac and then Filmora for PCs, but they have it for both now. I'm going to be using that in my Entre Insiders Video Academy. So those are the editing softwares that we're actually going to be using. I won't be using Final Cut Pro 10. So yeah, absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. So Base Crumber, you said, thank you for making so many great videos. You are very welcome. You're very welcome. Do it for the community. We do it for the community. You know what? I like when I was saying in that YouTube Rewind video, I did not create this YouTube channel originally with the intent to be a YouTuber. Not my intent. I was only going to be doing like videos that I would essentially just add to a blog on my website and just use YouTube as the hosting platform for the videos. I had zero intentions of starting a YouTube channel with the intent to grow a community of just incredible creators and individuals. I had zero intent to make money from those YouTube videos other than one-on-one coaching clients. Zero ambition day one of opening this channel. Fast forward, best thing I ever did. Best thing I ever did. So it is my absolute pleasure to make these videos for sure. And then you're saying I use Vegas Pro, have had a hard time with Adobe, too many gadgets to learn. I've heard Filmora is good and easy. Yeah, I tried Adobe quite a few times, at least like 3 or 4. Made my intro. I'll get this Creative Suites for a little while to make my intros and all that, but I try to use the same programs that whatever my mentors or just like online mentors, so to speak, I try to use whatever they're using. So when I first started learning from Sean, he's using Adobe. I'm thinking, okay, well, he can do it. I can do it. Yeah, you can do it with a headache. It's too much. It's too much. I don't need what they're using to make movies off of, which Final Cut Pro can do the same thing too. But it's like you can't dumb it down. Like there's no way, if this microphone goes out because I touched it, I'm gonna punch it. So I'm gonna keep my hands over here. But there's no way to dumb down Adobe to be simple. It's just always everything, always everything except for, like, it's no way to be simple. So I tried it, and I know I can learn stuff fast. I know I can like get it like snappy. It's just too much. Like when I feel like something is too much for me, then like that is a really steep learning curve. And at that point, like that's my whole theory of too many learning curves just make a circle. I would still be trying to learn Adobe for basic stuff. Like, okay, I just want to do this kind of transition. Where is that? Or how do I do that? So the fact that I used Filmora for so long is because it was so easy, and it could, like, it was simple. It would always be simple. And then I could work my way up to being a little bit more like, you know, adjusting colors and starting to learn about that, and getting the timing right with transitions, or getting my RTE or my record to edit process down for when I'm doing like I that was a perfect playground to try a bunch of stuff out, have access to the effects store, and I could just buy the stuff that looks good, slap it on the video, and I look like the pro. You know, I got paid over $2,000 for a video editing project at the beginning of this year. Guess what I used? Filmora. it is as simple as you need it to be, and can start to get complex if you need it to be. And with the recent changes that they've recently made, it's a fantastic program. I love it. I absolutely love it. I do have to learn it for Mac, or just like how the shortcut keys are and stuff like that set up versus PC. Because you give it to me on PC, I can edit for hours. I don't need to edit for hours, but I can. And then they've really adjusted stuff. And that was one of the things that made me, who was I using before? Some Camtasia. Oh my gosh. Camtasia came out of 1970s and like feels like it's never been updated. But it was just like, you know how it looks like those cheesy 70s training VHS tapes from when you first start working at your first job, and they like, hey, my name's Bill, and here at ABC Company, we care about you. Like those videos, that's what Camtasia was like. And I was so mad that, like my first coach kind of recommended that to me because that's what he used. And I'm like, this program sucks. And then the update came out like 5 months later, and they wanted $80 just to update to the most recent update. I'm like, whoa, so we got to pay for every update? No, you can keep this. Never bought it again. Went to, I think I went to Filmora right after that. I tried Adobe for a little while. I'm like, this is too much, can't do it. Went to Filmora. Been with Filmora ever since. Still use Filmora. Not as much now because I need to go to that next level with Final Cut Pro, which was the whole purpose of Vlogmas, or another purpose of Vlogmas. I'm editing every day, like 30 days editing with Final Cut Pro, trying different stuff out every day. So, but yeah, you can make a lot of stuff happen with Filmora. So, you said, I appreciate how even kill you are, your real person comes through, a real person. Yeah. If you meet me in person, I will still say the bee's knees. I will still love coffee, and I will still think Popeyes is the best fried chicken that a fast food chain has ever developed. It's just like, I think, and that's the beauty of like YouTube and just like online video. Like when I get my coaching clients, because, they start off and they go through like the funnel or whatever, or the chain of how they just kind of naturally become your client, or somebody buys something from you or whatever. Like, you need to know that when we get on a call, same person. I never wanted somebody to like get on the video chat and they need something or need help with something, and it's just like, you are such a different person than what I see. Or maybe you're better than what I see. So what you're showing is not the same. And it's just like, I know I hate when I look at videos and you don't know how because you don't really know that person, but they're being fake. And it's like, it's 2018, like the stuff that worked 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, marketing techniques or whatever, the stuff is trash. It's just like, I need real answers, real people. And same thing. So that's the same thing I want to bring to the table. If I don't know something, I don't know. If I say it's the bee's knees, trust me, it's the bee's knees. But, so yeah, just try to be me. I'm glad it comes through. So Milus, or is it My Last Life or Milus Life? Not sure. You said on Filmora, can you add a pop-up picture on a video and speed up a clip if it's in a regular? So with the recent updates that they just made, they have what's called a picture-in-picture. So let me see if I can show you. So this right here is what would be considered a picture-in-picture. It's a picture of little Diana sitting down reading a book. So this is that picture-in-picture, just in case anybody else is curious. So the same way I just did this in real time, in Filmora, you can also do the same thing. So it does have where you can have your regular video and you can say, right here is a picture of little Diana sitting in the chair reading a book. And then the same way I'm making that go away, you can do the same thing within the editing software. And then you're saying, can you speed up a clip if it's in regular? Yes. And you can also make it go backwards. So not only can you slow the clip down, play it in regular speed and speed it up, but you can make it go in reverse. So I had did that last year. Last year. And when I was doing the vlogging challenge, and I just kind of went in reverse with something. So yeah, it can do all that stuff, and it's pretty cool, and it's very easy to do. So yes, it can. Okay, so it said LOL at Camtasia. No future in fronting. It really isn't, and I think that's what a lot of the bigger companies fail to realize. And that's why you have companies like Blockbuster that went out of business, and companies like Circuit City went out of business. Trying to think who else. Sears went bankrupt. You got to modernize and adapt. You have to modernize and adapt. And even like being real is not modernizing so much so, but it is kind of staying with the times, though. It's like nobody wants a picture perfect something. Like if something doesn't work, if it's good with this but it's terrible at this, let me know so I can genuinely make an honest decision, because the days of buyer's remorse really are kind of coming to an end. If you buy something and you're remorseful about it, it's probably because there's something about it that's off to your personality that you maybe couldn't expect. And I kind of feel that same way, like with camera stuff and computers and whatever. It's like you like how, like, if you're a person that likes order and everything together, and you can do everything in a process, then you want something that is maybe more Mac centric. And yeah, it may not have full versatility like a PC maybe, but you like the order and the structure of stuff. And if your mind is more like, let me have full range of this whole thing and change it and take parts out and all kinds of stuff, you may be more of a PC person. But if you don't know that you need that because you're completely new to computers or something, then you'll just have to kind of find that out. But the days of like somebody's like the whole seller be sold type stuff, like that, those mentality days of all that stuff, it's old. It's trash. And it's like I hate to go someplace and deal with that. When I was going to get my car, granted, I'm not a tall woman. I'm 5'5", according to the lie on my driver's license. And I'm somewhere about there. I think I'm 5'5", I guess with the right shoes on. But somewhere about there. But I'm going to get my car. I love a real car. I somehow, some way, I don't know what happens, but when I get in the car, my foot tends to lean a little heavy on the gas pedal, and I love to drive fast. Like, I just do. It's something about it. I can't wait to get to the Autobahn one day. I'm going to blow that thing away. I cannot wait. Like, that's on the list. So I go to the car dealership, and this guy shows me like those little European type 2-seater cars. And he's like, yeah, and it gets good gas mileage, and give me the whole car dealer. I'm like, dude, like this is the car. The top of the roof is here. And we're looking over the car, and I'm leaning on the car. This is not a car. This is a shopping cart. This is a shopping cart. I said, sir, stop. I want a real car. A car that I can drive and that somebody can look in their rear view and see me. I don't care about gas mileage. I don't care about none of that stuff. I need a real car. I don't want a toy or something that I don't even have any space for. If a car accident happened, there's not even any space for somebody to hit the car and not me. I need livability, if that's a word. And it's just like, he's like, okay. Once he figured like his whole spiel is not going to work, then I get the real person. Like, I shouldn't have to cut through the filter. If I didn't know what I was kind of looking for and I'm just kind of only leaning on what you say, that's that whole I got sold. I got sold a bill of goods. Now I got to figure out how to get rid of this car that's a toy that I find out once I get in it, I really don't like it. So I think we're just kind of beyond those days of somebody being able to kind of sell you on silly stuff, or like infomercials we like because they're silly, but they're not all that. So, they're kind of silly, but it's like, yeah. So Base Corny LOL, and he said, my last life. I don't know, but you're saying thanks for all the help. My pleasure. Yeah, definitely give that demo a try for Filmora, and see how you like it. But yeah, so Base Cornbread, you saying true? Yeah, it's just like that. You can't really. It's too much. Like, so my whole thing is that we're beyond the information age. I cannot just give you information, and then that's good enough. Like, we're beyond that. Information is here, 24/7. If I can't somehow connect with you here, I'll never connect with you here. You know, if I can't get you to stop scrolling on this, I can never get you to pay attention for an hour-long stream. You know, I could never get your attention for a freaking course. I could never get your attention for anything. You know, it's just like, so people that don't get it, or companies that just don't get it, they're lost. That's why I'm kind of like with Canon, I'm like, okay, let's pick it up here. You know, because it bigger giants have fallen. I don't care about your longevity for the company or whatever else. Bigger giants have fallen. Everybody is liable. So, my last life, excuse me, let me take another swig here. So, you said, can you blur things out on Filmora? Sorry for asking so many questions about Filmora. This is the Ask Me Anything show. So, you literally can ask as many questions as you want about whatever that you want. It is not a bother to me because I know how it is with all of these different options trying to figure this stuff out. So if I can shorten that time that watching a 10-minute video before somebody gets to 9 minutes and 48 seconds before they tell you the answer, it's not a problem. I get it. So can you blur things out? Yes. And they actually have different types of ones. So if you have a vertical video, like, let me see here. So I can't change it from being a wide one to like a square or like it would be on your phone while we're live. But you know how you just kind of like have this kind of framing for the most part when you're on your phone? They have blurred out effects. So they even have designs for the background if you wanted to do that, or kind of like how Facebook would show a blurred out kind of scene of the video going while you're watching the video on Facebook. They have that type stuff. If you just kind of went completely look at some of my older videos, the end screen is, I would have me still playing. I'd add a second video on the top in the small corner of the screen, like a picture-in-picture, and I would be blurred out. So you'd still see me talking and doing all of this, but the bigger video is blurred out. And then you have the little one with the end screen there. So I like using that one, and that one was pretty cool. But yeah, you can do that. You can do green screen. You can do a lot of cool stuff. There's some worse things, like I said, that they recently added that I don't know about the newest one, but I'll get a chance to play with it this weekend because, again, I have to learn it for my upcoming course because I'm going to be using it. But yeah, you can do that one. They make it so easy. All you do is literally you take that effect and you drag it down to that video clip or that video file. So let's say, like I said, I only wanted it to be on the end for mine. Or maybe I only want it to be like, well, look at my recent Snapchat or look at my recent Instagram story where I did this and I cut over to that clip. I could bring in those boxes so it's only the dimensions of the phone and the rest is blurry. Or if I wanted to blur somebody's name out or face, you can do that. They got a lot of cool stuff with that. So it's pretty fun. So, yeah, let me know if you have any other questions about that. You said that's the true important thing. Yeah, being real. Got to keep it real. So, Steph Shutter TV, welcome back. Sorry the stream dropped everybody. If you're coming back to the 2.0 from the 1.0, that still should have been the 1.0, but the ghost of Christmas past of 2018 keep messing with the microphone. I apologize. Said you got to connect through the Matrix. Man, I was thinking about The Matrix, the movie. I love that movie. That was like, when you talk about the best movies the world like, you couldn't tell me I was a Neo. Okay, so I didn't have as much back fat back then, so I could do the back bend a little bit better. But like, so I don't know if anybody else is into video games. When they came out with the Matrix game, not the Path to Neo video game that came out later, we're talking about PS2 days. Okay, so I don't know if anybody else is into gaming, but that was my thing. When they came out with the Matrix game, and it was, you played the part of Nairobi and Ghost, and like, I'm getting so excited, I might just go get a PS2. Okay, that game was, you talking about staying up all night playing it. Like, I love the Matrix. I love the Matrix movie, the soundtrack. It starts getting weird. You get into like part 3 and all that stuff. It's like, okay, let's just stick with part 1. That's cool. But part 1. And then they had the game come out, and like, the game was so cool. Like, it's all pixelated, so their hands never move, so it's always like this and all of that. So, but man, look, do that Matrix move, like, it's the bee's knees. Video game Hall of Fame for the PlayStation 2, the Matrix game. So, so Denny, you're saying instructor school in the military told us, when teaching, keep things 45 minutes or less. Well, I didn't pass that test. So you get used to podcasting. You get used to being a talker. But it's easier when you have a community engaging, like you guys are engaging and asking questions and stuff. Then I can go as long as there are questions and people engaging, because it's something that they want to talk about. But yeah, I get you, like, just lecturing. I can't do that. Like with teen church, you lose them kids so quick. Like 15-minute lesson, rest of the time is discussion, and then you watch a video, snack time, we're out of there. You know, that's it. So yeah, I said probably the true attention span of learning, Denny, 45 minutes. Yeah, I agree. That's about right. So, Base Cornbread, your laugh, said very nice. I'm assuming you're referring to my story of the Matrix game. I'm telling you, I don't know if anybody does gameplays on like old school stuff like that. That's the bee's knees. I may very well go and watch them. I'm supposed to be on a mental fast right now, so no excessive TV or radio or none of that stuff, but I feel tempted. To watch it. So Milas Live, you saying to get Fillmore, do I go on Wondershare's website and then buy it? You don't have to buy it right away. What you can do is download the demo, and that's free. It's like almost like even a direct download. If you go to their YouTube channel, even, you can go to their description box, and they'll say try Wondershare Fillmore or whatever, and you can download that right then and there. Excuse me. But if you go to the website, which is probably easiest to see if you're PC or Mac, you just download the demo. The demo, when you produce the video, the finished video, it will have like a watermark that says like Fillmore across the middle. But just to try out the effects that come built in with it, take a look through the effects store and see all the different stuff, just to kind of like get your feet wet. You can do what I call a throwaway video, which is basically a testing video that is only for practice and that you're not going to use for anything other than to try something out, whether it's getting better on camera or learning an editing software. So what I always teach is like do a throwaway video where it could be a 3-minute story. Like I just told the story about the Matrix video game. It's something simple. And like, and here's a clip of, a YouTube video clip of the channel or just whatever, or the game, and do a picture-in-picture. So just something that lets you test out different features. But the demo, they don't say, well, this feature is only available if you have that. They let you get full reign to the thing except the full effects store. And it's no time limit for the demo that you can have. So I had mine's probably, I don't know, I guess it was a little bit over a month maybe. But I don't think it took me long to go ahead and just buy it. But the fact that it was no time limit, it gives you like more freedom to kind of figure some stuff out of what you want to do. But yeah, just go to the website, download it, you're good to go. So hopefully that works out for you. And hopefully I can be more knowledgeable by next week. Just in doing more stuff on Fillmore, I'll have to do my own throwaway videos or actually edit a true video, since I have plenty to edit, edit a video in Filmora and use some of those different components just to see where things are right now with the recent updates that they've done. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Some yes, the Matrix. So he said, are you going to pull out the M50 and make a dope New Year's Eve vlog for us? Were my vlogs dope? I didn't feel like they were. I'm using the M50 right now. You know what? I'm such a nerd. I literally, I don't do anything for like the holidays. Somebody asked me at work today, what are you going to do for New Year's? And I'm like, read a book. I don't even watch the ball drop. It's like, I know when it's going to go from this year to that year. It's like, whatever. But I did get invited to a New Year's Eve party. So that may give me a reason to actually do a vlog. So it could be a thing. And, I have that. I don't know, maybe do it on Instagram, upload it to Instagram or something like that. I don't know, or YouTube. It depends. But I could. We'll see. I didn't know if I was going to actually go to the New Year's thing or not. I'm such a nerd. Like I said, I'm literally, okay, I get 4 days off. Okay, let me read this book. I'm going to read this book and get all these notes put on, the actual thing and laid out. I do not party. Those days, my college days, those would have been incredible, incriminating vlogs. Incredible, incriminating vlogs. Who you see right now did so much more in college. I think that's true for everybody. But it was just it was the best time of my life. Hands down, the best time of my life. Full ride scholarship, in band, playing my saxophone, and just, marching band practice would be crazy. You get on the field, you're in your spots from 5 a.m. until 11:30 p.m. to be back up at 5 a.m. for, the next day. And, bus rides, you got 5 full-length charter buses with the whole band on there. You get out before, a parade or something, or, when you first get into the new city that you're going to be performing at. Golden Corral, you just walk into the Golden Corral and eat. You pay for nothing. It's included in your contract. So, those would have been, the most dope vlogs I ever could have made. I wish, it was more of a thing back then. But we'll see. We'll see. So Base Cornbread, you're saying if we saw the 35 millimeter on stream, would it mess with the stream? Would love to see how it looks. Well, do you really want a live stream 3.0 in case it does go out? Is the real question. I wouldn't mind because I don't think it would bother anything. I cannot guarantee. But then you got to be ready to go to the 3.0 live video. If it does, let's just say we will start off the Friday live day 2019. We'll do it with the speed booster. That I can promise because I really don't want to drop the stream again. So next week's Friday live day live stream, we'll do it on the M50 with the speed booster and the 35 millimeter. That I can. So then you saying a party, socialize with real people. OMG, tell us how it goes. The good thing is that I always put a time limit on all of that. I don't drink, so that's usually what kind of helps keep the fuel going, those kind of parties. But I'm gonna be around most people that I kind of don't know. So I know the host and their family, and that's about it. But I'm just going to kind of catch up with a friend, old coworker, and then just kind of be nice since I got invited. But that's about it. I don't like big crowds. I can deal with it. I just don't prefer it. I do my social stuff, put it on the timer, and I'm like, all right, 30 minutes. Here we go. All right, yep, gotta go. Gotta go before the bullets start flying in St. Louis because it's not safe here in St. Louis. So, and that's the other thing. St. Louis is, I don't even know why I live here other than my family is here and I grew up here. But St. Louis is not a great place to live. So when I say bullets, that's all my Facebook news feed is of other people I know in St. Louis. I don't care where you stay. Bullets. That's it. Bullets. Go drive to freaking the ice cream parlor the next day. Bullets everywhere. I don't even understand. I don't even know why I live here. Oh yes, marching band. I remember being in marching band. It was hardcore. Being in marching band was the hardest thing I ever done in my life. Hardest thing I ever done in my life. ROTC would leave their rehearsals and practice and drill. The football team would leave. You'd see the stadium lights go out. That's it. That's all she wrote. But the band, we are still there. And they're looking at us like, dang, how much longer it's going to be? We don't know. We wish we could go with you. That's like best time of my life, though. I think all the best things I ever learned, I learned at that part in my life. And that kind of like has gotten me here. You said, don't risk it. No worries. I mean, I don't know if it'll mess with it or not. I mean, if all else fails, then I guess I could go to the webcam, which wouldn't look as pretty as this, but I don't know. Based off of who's here, let's do a poll. Put yes in the chat if you want to see if we can survive a 35 millimeter. If not, then we'll just have to go to what's on the laptop if it goes out. So throw it in the chat if you'd be willing to risk the stream to see what a 35 with the speed booster looks like live and in color on the stream. So, Base Cornbread, you said it is a challenge, but never lose the memories, and it builds strong people and minds. I got that daggone right. Drumline? That movie was an embarrassment. Absolute embarrassment to the craft. Absolute embarrassment to the craft. So then you're saying, the STL. When I'm in the States, I live in KC. I've stayed with friends in St. Louis downtown off 20th by Memorial Park. Okay, it's pretty there, but too many cons outweigh the pros. You got that right. Anytime, and that is like during the daytime or certain times, I guess, of the year maybe. It's kind of a little bit better than others, but it's like nice. You got to be with people, though. Be with people. Always be with people. Always be with somebody, even if you're going to the bathroom. Like, that's the rule. When they start showing on the news people disappearing in Forest Park, like going for a jog, I'm like, yep, not going for a run. Guess we're going to hold on to this weight for a little while longer. So, like, it's nice down there. You know, you get down there, like, I know what you're talking about exactly. It is. They got some nice stuff, really nice restaurants, nice little chill scene, but yeah, not happening. Tell me some, by the way, go Chiefs. Well, sir, I'll have you know this is Cardinal Nation all day long. And as soon as we get us some warm weather, it will be the Cardinals cap in the stream. That's all that I know. So, Base Cornbread, you're saying yes. I guess you're talking about trying the 35 millimeter. We need at least a few more folks. We need at least a couple more, at least one or two. Need at least 2 yeses. So somebody, Denny, you got to be in agreement with them if we're going to do this. If we're going to test it, either that or we stay on the kit lens. So I don't know. We'll see. I hope that it wouldn't mess it up, but I don't think so. Don't know. Yeah, that's an interesting thing, but yeah, I don't know. But if not, then we'll wrap up the stream. So should we try before we head out? We gotta wager. I only got one yes right now. So try the 35 millimeter lens with the speed booster, or we just wrap up the stream and we keep it safe. Wait till next week. So Base Cornbread, you're saying yes. You gotta bribe some people, Base Cornbread. Otherwise, it's a done deal. It's nothing I can do. It's nothing I can do. We must go with the vote of the people. And right now, the people have not voted. But otherwise, if there are no more yeses, it has been a fabulous stream. Went for a whole nother hour. So, I'm missing comments here. So I'm close to Chicago ATM, but my apartment is in Cali. But yes, the crime rate is loony. So Chicago ain't too much better. Detroit neither. it's just, I don't know what people's problem is. They act like they're, I don't know, just like you need to be in a gang these days or something. Like you need to be, like, granted, I'm a firearm carrier. However, I'm also reading books more than I'm trying to go, to the range. So it's a little bit of a balance there, but it is what it is. So you're saying I'm not even sure. You say I'm not sure what it even means. Said it's a beautiful image with bokeh and film with 35 millimeter format. If you say yes, you'll be rewarded with bokeh. He's trying to barb you. Tell me the kid lens. And someone said, yeah, why not give it a shot? I'd like to see the difference. He's telling us, you talking about Chicago. Okay. All right, Denny, you said, so we got Denny-based cornbread. So what I'll do, I'll put the Be Right Back screen or the initial screen up. You hear a little music while I switch the lenses out. Now, you will know that it worked if I come back and we get the same similar type look. You will know that it failed if you see me on the web camera and I'm looking slightly down and the image is a little bit different. So we shall be right back after these messages. right, so the wager, it worked. So it was worth it. It was worth it. So way to go, guys. Way to make that good judgment call. So should look pretty much the same, other than it's a little bit closer because I didn't move the tripod, but dual pixel autofocus working. I dropped the ISO down from 800 to 250. And so, yeah, otherwise it worked. So we know that that's a thing. But so that worked out all right. So that was pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. But my last life, you're saying once you have Filmora, will the watermarks go away? Yeah, completely. Yeah. Yep. I'll have to do an updated version. I have a lot of videos to record. That's one of them once I learn Filmora and get more updated with it. So hopefully I'll have some entry level kind of overview or something like that upcoming with that Filmora 9 update. But yes, to answer your question, once you actually purchase the software, it goes away. You can add effects, more effects purchased from the effects store. Very, very easy to use. Very, very, very cool. So yeah, it will. So Base Cornbread, you're really excited. Very, very excited. So top of my head is cut off a little bit, but I guess I could raise the tripod up some, but I'll leave it because I don't want to bother with anything. I guess I can sit down or adjust my chair and problem solve. So yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. This is the Joshua Verwer. Sir, it is so wonderful to have you here on the Street Citizen. Hey, Diana, just hopped on. Glad I could catch you live. Joshua Verwer, sir, I am so glad that you're here. So pumped to have you. You just don't know. That made my heart leap with joy. Leap with joy, because I can't ever seem to catch your live streams, but really love your content a whole lot. So I'm glad that you're here, but thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. So Base Cornbread, you're saying it looks amazing. Yeah, I must say the aesthetics completely changed with that, speed booster 35 millimeter lens. It looks really good. So we may have to switch to this. I could probably scoot the tripod back some, but it's still like an arm length away. So I'm not far at all. So pretty cool. So Denny's saying, oh, wow. So yeah, now you get why he was willing to risk the stream to take the kit lens off, the trusty kit lens for this 35 millimeter with the speed booster. But yeah, it looks great. So Altered Tech, what is going on? Good to see you. Glad that you are here. And then you're saying, is your kit lens like a standard 18 to 55? And what's the major difference with this 35 millimeter lens? Well, so this, with the Canon M50, it comes with this regular 15 to 45 millimeter kit lens. It's not anything, like super spectacular about it, but it does the job. But yeah, so that's all. It's just a regular kit lens. It basically the glass in the lens is better. So versus this being like super light, it's not very heavy. The build is different. It's kind of like the difference between a cheap smartphone and a really good one. It feels different. The quality is different. The glass is different, and it has different characteristics. The battery is flashing, so it's about to die. So we'll have to wrap this up, and hopefully it doesn't cut me off. But I do have the laptop that I can switch to, because it's probably going to go here in a minute. So we'll have to wrap this up. But yeah, that's the difference. So Base Cornbread, you're very happy, I can see. Yes, if you push the tripod back, that's all you would have to do. Yeah, and like I said, I'm an arm's length away. So it's still the same distance. And it said the bokeh is delicious. That's all you care about, Base Cornbread, is the bokeh, isn't it? So Joshua Burstone, oh, that's so humbling. And this is a great picture. Is that the Viltrox Speed Booster? Yes, this is the Viltrox Speed Booster. They were willing to bet that we could switch it out between because I had the kit lens on there, so they wanted me to switch it and switch to this. So yeah, this is a 35 millimeter Yongnuo lens. It's like $80 on Amazon, the Viltrox Speed Booster. And yeah, so it looks really awesome. But yep, so I know the battery's going to go any moment here, guys. So we got to wrap this up. We did 2 1-hour live streams. So thank you so much for spending the whole of 2018 with me. I love each and every one of you guys so much. You guys have been fantastic. And come back next Friday. We'll be doing it just like this, 35 millimeter, at Base Cornbread's request. And all of that. And I'm so glad that you guys are here and to be part of the Entre fam. And I look forward to a great 2019 with much success for you, your business, and anything that you touch will prosper. So, guys, as always, live with passion. And I'll see you guys next week on the Friday Live Day.